It's time for What's Burnin' with Kevin KB Burns, presented by Bill Lacasse and SRG Financial Advisors. But first, please join us as we honor our great nation with the playing of our national anthem. And now your host, Kevin KB Burns.
Hey, welcome in to What's Burnin' on Lake TV. Glad to have you back with me again for another great show. We've got a whole mess of folks lined up, but of course we want to thank all of our great sponsors, Mr. Bill Lacasse with SRG Financial Advisors. Hey, the good folks at Ozarks Barge and Dock. How about Kerry Mawson and everybody at Budget Blinds, plus our friends at our veterinary at the lake. They make this show possible, and we thank them oh so very much. Speaking of what's coming up on What's Burnin', how about it? We'll take some time to talk with Jeff Vernetti. He is with Ballparks National. They've had a great year, and they're getting ready for 2022. So we'll talk with Jeff. We'll also have the opportunity to hear from Matthew O'Connell. Matthew O'Connell is putting together another great event. We'll add another event to this year's Lake of the Ozarks Shootout on Thursday, August the 22nd. Excited to talk to Matthew. What a great guy. Of course, my good friend, Mr. Chris Schneider, joining me alongside to talk a little bit about a controversy of sorts with Lake TV and Charter Spectrum. Plus, we'll talk a little high school football, and we'll have KB's furry friend as we head out to Ozarks Cat and Canine in Sunrise Beach. Man, it's all coming up. Don't miss a minute of it. Stay tuned right here to What's Burnin' on Lake TV.
You want a dock that will withstand the wake from a million boats? Want a dock that's different from the usual dock? Then you want Ozark Barge and Dock in Gravois Mills. Ozark Barge and Dock, now celebrating 33 years of building the best dock on Lake of the Ozarks. And we guarantee every dock we build. So when it comes time to build your custom dock, trust the best and go with Ozark Barge and Dock, building the best dock at the lake for the last 33 years.
Looking for blinds, shades, shutters, drapes, or bedroom makeovers? On a budget? You need Budget Blinds in Laurie. Bring your ideas to us, or let our design consultants help you create the perfect look for your home. Because Budget Blinds is nationwide, our collective buying power enables us to search many major brands to bring you the blinds, shades, shutters, and drapes you want for less. Budget Blinds. Call us for a free consultation. Budget Blinds, the best in custom blinds and window coverings.
It's summertime at the Lake of the Ozarks, and you need a local healthcare facility that can handle every aspect of your lake life. COMC is the medical provider for everyone, with OBGYN, pediatric care, behavior and mental health, dental, and more. Central Ozarks Medical Center is the healthcare team you're looking for. COMC offers full-service healthcare from every age, and with 3 convenient locations and our mobile medical and dental clinics, COMC gives you the peace of mind you need to enjoy your summertime at the lake. At COMC, your health is our mission.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family. And at our veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offers routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. With multiple convenient locations, our veterinary is the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
The Lake of the Ozarks Shootout on August 20th through the 29th is at Captain Ron's. The largest non-sanctioned boat race in the Midwest takes over Lake of the Ozarks for the 33rd year. Who will win this year's coveted Top Gun? Watch while more than 100 boats compete for best in class. The event raised over $400,000 for local charities last year. Be there in person to watch as boats hit speeds over 200 miles per hour. Celebrate the 33rd annual Lake of the Ozarks Shootout, presented by Performance Boat Centers at Captain Ron's Bar and Grill.
There's nothing like summer at Lake of the Ozarks, and Hy-Vee and Osage Beach is your one-stop shop for your day on the boat and fun in the sun. We feature the lake's largest wine and spirits department, along with our lake-famous beer cave. And you'll want to check out our brand new Summer Fun Center with all your apparel, toys, coolers, inflatables, towables, and so much more. Hy-Vee and Osage Beach, voted the #1 grocery store in Missouri and your one-stop shop for an unforgettable day in the sun all summer long.
At SRG Financial, we reduce the uncertainty on your journey to financial independence. Our foundational approach revolves around two things: what matters most to our clients and the things that we can control. The things that matter most often revolve around family, occupation, and recreation. The things we can control are a panoramic approach to financial planning, a strategy that stays fluid and dynamic like your life, and a proprietary process, the mile marker formula. If you want to reduce the uncertainty on your journey, contact us today.
Join Lake TV for a cup of coffee with Will and Chris, the Lake area's only local TV talk show focused on the Lake area. Local stories, local sports, and local events. Have a cup of coffee with Will and Chris weekdays at 8, 1, and 8 on Lake TV.
Hey, welcome back into What's Burning on Lake TV. Glad to have you with us. Another great show with a lot of great guests coming up, as we alluded to earlier in the program. I want to thank all of my sponsors one more time. It's worth it. Bill Lacasse of SRG Financial Advisors. We've got the folks at Ozarks Barge and Dock, as well as Budget Blinds and our veterinarian at the lake. We'll hear from them a little bit later on in the program as they help us present KB's Furry Friends. We've got a lot of great guests, as I mentioned. Jeff Vernetti is here from Ballparks National. What an amazing program that these folks have had the opportunity to put together. Started out a while back, but now it's kind of, I say come to fruition, but it hasn't come to fruition yet, Jeff, because you folks have still got a lot of things that you're working on.
Yeah, it's. I look around and it never seems to be a completed project, but that's the thing. We'll always keep grinding. But no, thanks for having me. It's great to be here.
Yeah, and what an amazing year you folks have had, and we'll actually talk a little bit about that, because I want to go back, since we see this program in different markets, to kind of familiarize people with Ballparks National, and we can kind of start with the history a little bit if you'd like.
Yeah, I mean, I came from the radio background, and my partner Bob Ramsey and I were sports talk show hosts in St. Louis and had an idea to build an athletic facility, and started looking for places, and the idea of this came back all the way in 2012. Was able to get some financing from some private investors to buy the land in 2015. Started on working, and then, as everybody knows out there that has their own business, private enterprises are difficult, and wrangling that kind of money is difficult. So we started and had a 36-month stop, and there were plenty of times in there where we thought it wasn't going to happen, plenty of times that we thought it was, and a lot of starts and stops. But once we got going again, which was right at the end of 19, got it open in fall of 2020, and was able to show coaches and clubs, because for those that don't know, baseball and softball, it's gone are the days, unfortunately, where you go down to the firehouse and sign up your kid to play baseball or soccer or any sport anymore. It's moving more to a club-based business, and that's where just like teams bring themselves together and then look for places to go and travel. And that business is ever changing, but we were able to showcase ourselves last fall and then opened this spring for our first full summer.
I remember the days of American Legion ball,
Yeah.
And you just don't see that anymore. And a lot of the local leagues have kind of dried up and gone away. So it's nice to be able to have this facility at the Lake of the Ozarks. And the hope has always been to provide, number one, the facility, but number two, bring in a lot of bucks to the economy, and that is something that we're seeing as well.
Yeah, I'm really proud of the economic impact that we've made. We too have a lot of sponsors and supporters on the local level from all the hotels and restaurants, and get calls every day of, hey, I just had 30 kids in here, or just had 2 teams in here, or just had 10 families in here. I get those, and those calls, brighten my day. I know that Lake TV's big friends with Captain Ron's, and every home run hit, Captain Ron gives a gift card, so he sees teams coming in with every home run. But no, it's been a real exciting to see the impact. We built the park for people to come to the lake. Locals do get the benefit from it. You mentioned leagues, Camdenton and Osage have nice city park leagues, and we try to support and supplement those guys because we'd never want to take away from local business. But we have given the kids that want to play a little bit beyond recreational ball a place to come and play and practice. We have a club that plays out of the facility, LOZ Horsepower, that has 8 local teams. So that's pretty exciting. But it's been really cool to see the impact. We thought it would be there, but on paper and an idea is one thing. Actually seeing them come through the gates is another.
You mentioned, the home run and the involvement of Captain Ron's to give out a gift certificate for everyone who hits a home run. It's a home run because of your involvement with the community. You work with people like Captain Ron's, and you incorporate and associate the community into the project itself. You mentioned the Dollar General that's right there by the ballpark, and how how they've really benefited from having you there, and so that I guess was kind of a hope for you as well to really have that community involvement, and you're getting it.
Yeah, once you kind of set something like this out, we weren't going to put a hotel in. We weren't going to do our own resort or house the kids like a lot of facilities do. Branson's got a great facility and they house the kids. That's just a completely different model. And so we need those local hotels, but also families travel to the lake on a budget. One family wants to stay at a campground, one wants to be at Old Kinderhook or Margaritaville, one is looking for Sleep Inn, Holiday Inn Express, and all those things in between. So we need to be friends to all those people and be able to push our teams there. But it's just been a great partnership because, Dollar General isn't necessarily a sponsor, but people pop in there all the time. And we're seeing that at a lot of the restaurants and whatnot. But this year was exciting. We had 680 teams from 11 different states. That's thousands and thousands of people every weekend that weren't coming here already.
You also even had the opportunity to incorporate some professional wrestling out there. I saw some of that. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we try to, each weekend has a different theme, and one of the June weekends was Ballin' and Brawlin' was the theme, and so we gave, instead of trophies to the teams, we gave championship wrestling belts.
Nice.
And why not? There's never an excuse to bring in a wrestling ring, so we had 7 matches going on throughout the Saturday afternoon, so kids would play and then come over and cheer or boo professional wrestlers. So we try to do that. We had a construction themed one, and we had Scott's Concrete and some number of guys bring out those kind of trucks and vehicles so kids could see them. We had a police officer and firefighter themed one so kids could see a big fire truck and things like that. We try to just do a little bit different things than just, hey, here's a tournament, write a check, good luck, we'll see you later. We try to make it a whole theme. We had a luau themed one.
Nice.
People were wearing Hawaiian shirts and leis and different things, and we hope to increase on that. Again, all that stuff costs money, but that's what the families remember. I don't think there will be ever a coach from that weekend, even if they hate wrestling, they'll say, we played at a tournament that had a guy's body slamming people.
Hitting each other with steel chairs.
Yeah.
Let's back up just a little bit and talk about choosing the location, because obviously that's very important, something that you folks took the time to do a lot of research on, I'm sure. But why Lake of the Ozarks?
Yeah, I've always had, I'm from St. Louis, my partner is as well, but my family lucky enough to always have places here. And while I was in radio, I had a couple of indoor batting cages, which also I'm opening one here at the lake in October, which I'm real excited about. So I always came with the intention of I was just going to expand my business, do that here. Right. And then as you start to look at it, you just see the opportunity of people coming here and knowing about it anyway. But as we looked around, other than Cal Ripken has some places on the East Coast and at Pigeon Forge, but there's very few baseball facilities, softball facilities built in any kind of place where a family actually wants to go. One of the best ones right now in the Midwest areas, there's one in Elizabethtown, Kentucky. Would you ever go on vacation in Elizabethtown, Kentucky? Probably not. It's an hour from Louisville. It's in the middle of nowhere. Right. So we thought, well, if they're going to come, even if they don't do well in the event, look at the lake. We've got a built-in resort. I don't need to build a water park. I don't need to build a hotel. So that's really the idea of it. And then two, living here since 2015, and people will ask, why did we pick the site we picked? Well, look, I don't think that it would surprise any listener and any viewer to the program that the acreage that we got in Max Creek is significantly cheaper than the acreage we could have gotten in Osage Beach. So we tried to pick something that we could expand as we go, have room to develop the project, And also, we wanted immediate highway access, which we have. So
you have that, yeah, no doubt.
So we're excited.
Right there. Let's talk a little bit about the fact that you've released your 2022 schedule, and you've got to be very excited about that.
Yeah, we're really excited. We kind of did it in phases. So our fall season actually starts the weekend before Labor Day, so that'll run through Halloween. And then we put out our week-long schedules. This is always the thing that we wanted to push to people. And ultimately, the way that the business will be the most successful is to have a family here the entire week, playing a Monday through Friday and then staying one of those shoulder weekends. But yes, we just released our 2022 summer schedule from early March all the way through the end of July. A mix of baseball and fast pitch softball, and a mix of lower level competition to really high end. These are teams that the kids want to go play college. So that kind of mix, and registration will be open for teams in October. We beat a lot of people to market, and the one reason we got it out early was the demand of the hotels here is so strong that our teams have to book our tournament and book their hotels before regular vacationers get a chance to.
Yeah, you realize and understand that there is a huge demand, especially here at the Lake of the Ozarks. I mean, with the attention that we've received in the last year or so, that people are wanting to find out more about it. Obviously, with the television show Ozark, everybody wants to come and see if that's actually the way we live here at the Lake of the Ozarks. To some degree it is, but it's TV, folks. You got to remember that. You have to remember that it's TV, and they filmed the show in Georgia, by the way. So you get the schedule out, you get things rolling, you get all these teams lined up and ready to play, and then it's another exciting season. Can you let us in on maybe any of the themes that you're planning for 2022?
Yeah, we're bringing back a couple of the big ones. We're bringing back Ballin' and Brawlin'. We will have wrestling again.
Outstanding.
And we're working on a couple of firework themes ones. Bear Bottom is a big partner, and I know he just Matt Sutcliffe did such a great job with the dam celebration and the big fireworks display, and he does our fireworks at the park, so if you see them at our place, they'll be top notch. And really just trying to work on a couple of different cool Halloween ones for this fall. Our week-longs are going to be a real treat, though. We're going to have a parade of teams, so you can come in and the teams will get showcased. The goodie bags are going to really increase this year because, of course, every kid, even if you don't win a trophy, you want something, to say that you played at the ballpark. And we've got a lot of cool things coming. We're going to test some things that nobody's doing. We're going to have a couple of events that have in-seat food delivery. No park in the country is doing that. We're going to have some that waitresses come to your seating area. No one's doing that. So we're really going to try to up our game when it comes to the customer service. We were really happy with this first year, but look, I want to make sure the kitchen worked. I want to make sure that everything worked. Now that we know that everything was great, let's try to ramp up the service a little bit.
There is that form of imitation, but I think you guys are more on the forefront of innovation.
Yeah, trying. We've had a lot of other competing, people that are competing with us on paper that really aren't competition to us, because I want them to come play us and then go play Branson, go to travel to Kentucky. It doesn't matter to us. We just want to be one of your stops. But we've had some companies inquire about our seating, because for those that haven't been out there, we don't do any stadium seating, no bleachers. It's all tiered seating that you're meant to bring your own comfortable lawn chair. You want to bring your tent, that's fine. So I think we're going to start seeing people copy that idea. And then our sight lines, I'm really proud of them. We angled the dugouts in so the coaches and the kids are actually seeing the action instead of looking down the line. And I too, we invested in the quality of our turf. We played 1,280 games at the park this past year and only lost 10 games to weather. And it wasn't rain, it was lightning. We just had a 3-hour lightning delay and had to cancel some games. But 10 canceled games out of almost 1,300, I'll take that. And people that are traveling 6, 7, 8, 10 hours. We had a team come from California. Do you think they want to cancel games? So I'm really proud of that.
Well, worst case scenario, then they end up getting out and going around and finding out about the beautiful Lake of the Ozarks.
And they did.
So it's a win-win.
Yeah, it's a win-win for everybody. I know they went to Big Surf one day and a bunch of other stuff. So.
A couple of quick questions before we wrap things up here. Jeff Vernetti is our guest with Ballparks National, located out there in Max Creek. Development, I think that was one of the key things that people were looking at. Maybe not so much right now, but certainly looking down the road.
Yeah, as far as our ownership group is concerned, I know that there's always fun things. You've got to love Lake area happenings sometimes. But no, we're not building a steakhouse. I've seen some crazy rumors. No, we're not putting in a hotel at this point. But we have the acreage to do so. Our focus as a group is when you come to the park, the park was designed for 9 fields. That eventually might be 8, it might be 7, it might be 10. We've got a footprint for another swatch of fields. We're trying to decide right right now what size is the perfect size. Because right now our 5 fields are all exactly the same size. They're all 200 feet down the line and 230 to center. So for boys, that cuts off at about 13. So I think we want to put our focus into some bigger fields for that. And unbelievably, our demand for competitive men's slow pitch softball has been there, and I think could justify it. We have the room for soccer and football fields, and you can use that for lacrosse and stuff, and field hockey and different things. So we're looking at that, but it is cool to hear. We've heard about multiple hotels and gas station chains looking at land in and around the Max Creek area. I've talked to some realtors that if you want land out there, get it while it's hot, because the prices are driving through the roof. So It's cool to see that impact on that area. We get a lot of our workers, as you'd expect, from Max Creek High School, and those kids have been outstanding. And to see the impact on that school, those families, those jobs. I mean, I'm really proud in this market. I know that jobs are it's tough to find workers right now. But knock on whatever, we haven't had that difficulty, because I can hire 14 and 15-year-old kids that do a wonderful job. So to employ 50 people for 6 months of a year, I'm real excited about it. But no, hopefully the development just continues to increase.
So I hear there is a rumor of a possible home run derby on September the 2nd.
Yeah,
What's that all about?
I hear that might be happening. Well, Will likes to think that he can beat me in sports, which is just blatantly untrue. So I think you're getting roped into it too.
Yes.
And I think we're going to have a little home run derby competition. So I'm looking forward to it.
Sounds like a fun day out there on September the 2nd. Folks, we invite you to stop by. This is a great place for, of course, these visiting teams and all of these people that come to the lake area. But the public is welcome to come out anytime and check out what they've got going on at Ballparks National. Jeff Vernetti, thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Great to have you on board. Folks, stick around. We've got more coming up on What's Burning here on Lake TV.
Enjoying What's Burning with KB right here on Lake TV? Have questions, comments, or suggestions? Have an interesting story for KB to tell? Or maybe you want to be interviewed by KB on the show or are interested in sponsoring? All you have to do is reach out to KB at kb@mylaketv.com.
Hey everybody, Daryl Cunningham with Slumberland Furniture at the Lake. A couple weeks ago we did a tease with our new Sleep Solutions Gallery. Well, I'm standing in front of Phase 2, our sheet wall. Sleep has a lot to do with mattresses, but there are a ton of other elements that go into a great night's sleep, and we've got them here at Slumberland Furniture at the Lake. Come check it out, Slumberland Furniture at the Lake, where we're bringing happy home.
Looking for blinds, shades, shutters, drapes, or bedroom makeovers? On a budget? You need Budget Blinds in Laurie. Bring your ideas to us, or let our design consultants help you create the perfect look for your home. Because Budget Blinds is nationwide, our collective buying power enables us to search many major brands to bring you the blinds, shades, shutters, and drapes you want for less. Budget Blinds. Call us for a free consultation. Budget Blinds, the best in custom blinds and window coverings.
Most people don't know which direction they're heading when it comes to retirement, whether they're still on the journey or already there. At SRG Financial, we have a process, the mile marker formula, that helps you pursue your work optional lifestyle so you can focus on what's most important to you, like your family or checking off those bucket list items. Start taking the first step toward finding your work optional lifestyle. Call us today at 573-302-7212.
You want a dock that will withstand the wake from a million boats? Want a dock that's different from the usual dock? Then you want Ozark Barge and Dock in Gravois Mills. Ozark Barge and Dock, now celebrating 33 years of building the best dock on Lake of the Ozarks. And we guarantee every dock we build. So when it comes time to build your custom dock, trust the best and go with Ozark Barge and Dock, building the best dock at the lake for the last 33 years.
Want to get to know local leaders a lot better? Join Lake TV for a new community spotlight show weekdays at 9, 3, and 7. We talk with local leaders to get their story and learn more about their organizations. It's the Community Spotlight Show on Lake TV.
Hey, welcome back to What's Burning on Lake TV. Glad to have you with us as we get ready for Shootout Week, Shootout Month, Shootout Year. The shootout has expanded from those days when we used to have it over at Shooters 21, and it was just a couple of days of racing. Maybe, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you start to see some boats come in town. Maybe even saw some more people come in and head over to Shooters 21, and it was just a couple of days. Now it is literally something that goes on for at least a week leading up to the event, which this year will be on the 28th and 29th out at Captain Ron's Bar and Grill, Lake Road 550 or the 34.5-mile mark. Get there early, get yourself a good spot. If you want to watch and be a part of the giant regalia on the water, you can do that, whatever you'd like to do. Have fun, enjoy it, and please come out and partake in many events that they have put together over the years. We've got a new one we're going to be talking about. But get this, last year they raised over $400,000, helped out 32 charities, 8 fire protection districts, and they look to increase on that each and every year. So what do? They had a brand new event. And who better to talk about it than my good friend, Mr. Matthew O'Connell. How you doing, buddy?
Doing great, KB. It's great to see you.
Great to see you again. And it's great to be able to work with you on this event. It's going to be on Thursday, August the 26th in front of Tucker Shuckers. Tell us all about it.
Well, this is a brand new event for the shootout, and it's kind of a brand new style of car show. Mm-hmm. We're going to have a car show. It's going to be a car, truck, and bike show, but we're adding a little bit of excitement to it. We're going to add a dyno shootout. Mm-hmm. So we're going to bring a dynometer for cars and trucks, and we'll have another one for motorcycles, and we'll see who's putting down the most horsepower to the back tire. Of course, there'll be categories, so if there's multiple cars in the category, we will have category winners.
Right.
But at the end of the day, just like the shootout, we're going to have somebody that puts down the most horsepower, and that's going to be our top gun.
Well, it's definitely something, folks, that I think you want to get involved in, and certainly something that you want to see, because I can't recall a car show around here in a long time that has had the ability to hook up to the dyno, put out the cars, the trucks, the motorcycles, put out the horsepower. And I'll tell you what, there's a lot of people that comes with a lot of pride. I mean, I've got the most horsepower for this particular model or style or what have you of car, truck, motorcycle, whatever it is, and you get the opportunity to bring it down, and winner gets bragging rights. That's how that works.
Absolutely. And these guys spend years and years and years working on these cars, making little tweaks, little moves to just try to get a little bit more horsepower, just like our guys in the boats. I'm really excited to be adding this event. I think it's going to be fantastic.
It's going to be an all-day event. Starts at noon?
Starts at noon.
Runs until?
Runs until 10,
right.
Judging between 8 and 9.
Yeah. So you get a good opportunity to come down on the Strip. Now, of course, they've had a variety of car shows over the years. They have the Magic Dragon car show every year, Hot Summer Nights, May through September, second Friday of every month, and now a brand new event. But it's going to help out shootout charities, which for you I know is huge.
It's huge. When Ron got the shootout in the late 2000s, I believe it was 2006, wasn't it?
Something like that, yeah.
He asked me to come help out, and I was basically just helping out with patrol boats, and really soon after started out with helping with just about everything under the sun. We developed new events. It's when we started the idea for the shootout meet and greet,
right.
Which was originally the street party idea. We were trying to image that after Key West. And then the treasure hunt we added, the remote control shootout, Mike McNeil, and as things evolved, I was lucky to be a part of this. I have learned more and been able to do more things for other people through this organization than I ever could have been on my own, and it's probably the most rewarding thing I've ever done. This organization, this event, the whole event as a week is run by volunteers. Everybody that is involved in this has a heart of gold. They sit out there in 105 degrees and they sweat their butts off just parking cars.
Right.
And they do this so every hour that they book, they can donate to a charity. And that's reflected in the shootout monies that we get, and they distribute that to those charities by the hours that are donated for each individual charity. It's by far and beyond one of the most proud moments of my life to be involved with this organization.
It's very satisfying. You know, I think there are so many people out there that love getting involved in the community, and this is an easy way to do it. And I'll tell you, there's still opportunities if you'd like to volunteer. I would imagine up to the last minute, depending on when the event is going to be held. If you would like to volunteer, you can go to lakeoftheozarksshootout.com. I'm sure there's some information there. They have the volunteer party every year.
Absolutely.
Get everybody together, and I guess that's when they kind of hand out assignments a little bit.
Yep, everybody gets their assignments. They get to know everybody, kind of get an idea of what they're going to be doing, and really just kind of get at ease with this is going to be a lot of fun. We always have a great time with this, the volunteers especially.
You look at this from the standpoint of a volunteer is a volunteer is a volunteer. So maybe you're parking cars, maybe you're picking up trash, maybe you're delivering food, maybe you're helping organize or get people around various events, but whatever it is you do, it is a very important part of the shootout because, again, this thing runs, the backbone of the event, as you well know, is based on volunteers.
Absolutely. Every small job is no smaller than every huge job. There's no such thing as any difference. Everything has to be done, and everything's important.
You've been involved in it. You've met a lot of people over the years. I'm sure you've made some friends with some of those folks over the years.
Great friends.
Yeah. And as we mentioned, the satisfaction of helping out such a great cause. I mean, with all the things, whether it's the treasure hunt, the induction, if it's the Make-A-Wish rides, the poker run, they've got that silent auction on the weekend during the shootout, and then, of course, the event itself, which is huge. But let's focus a little bit more on what we're going to be doing on the 26th. You mentioned the dyno. Let's talk about the car, truck, and bike show.
Absolutely. So we've got a lot of entries so far. We're doing everything from classic cars to modern American muscle cars, tuner cars, European. We're trying to branch out as far as we can. I want to see a lot of trucks, motorcycles. I've hit up Magic Dragons we spoke of, Hot Summer Nights. Really going to try to hit the Mexicali Blues Cruise tonight. That way I can hit as many people as I can and get them there. The car show ought to be great. I'm really looking forward to seeing a lot of nice stuff.
Judging, prizes, you'll have food, drink, vendors, all that good stuff will be on location there. And our good buddy George Tucker, I'm sure you're glad to have him on board. He's a great guy.
George is fantastic. I can't say enough about the Tucker brothers as a whole and their organizations. They are working hard to grow this lake and make it a destination as hard as anybody is. Having them host it was huge. I don't think there's a better place than there at Tucker Shuckers Malted Monkey in the Luby's Plaza area to have this, so it's off the strip. Really looking forward to a great show.
First annual, but of course we want to get folks pointed in the right direction when it comes to registration.
Absolutely. So you can register online at lakeoftheozarksshootout.com. The dyno entries are $150 per entry. You will get a printout so you can take it with you. You can see what your car did. I mean, a lot of people pay a lot of money to go do this other places. Now you can come here. We're giving you a reason to do it.
Right.
The car show is going to be $25 for entry fee plus $15 to be judged. I expect a huge turnout. I can't wait.
It is going to be an awesome opportunity to come down and, again, bragging rights, the pride, as we mentioned. That a lot of people, I mean, they tour based on going to the various places where they have a dyno set up and, walking away, being the person who's got the most horsepower, whatever it is. And you see a lot of folks go to great lengths. And I guess in some instances, I don't know if they've got the car specifically for the dyno itself or if they actually race them a little bit. But I think, again, this is something that you find out about when these folks come in town and we talk to them. So hopefully we're going to get a good turnout. Again, the first annual, you can register for it, lakeoftheozarksshootout.com, the dyno, the car, and bike in truck show, and lots of fun, good times over there at Tucker Shuckers on the Bagnell Dam Strip in Lake Ozark. Thursday, August the 26th, noon until about 10 o'clock. I'm looking forward to working with my good buddy Matthew O'Connell again.
I can't thank you enough for emceeing the event for me.
Man.
I wouldn't want anybody else there doing it, man.
I appreciate it.
All the way back.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
And we kind of kid a little bit back and forth, but he really is the hardest working man at the Lake of the Ozarks. Don't let him tell you any different. Thanks, my friend.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
AB.
We'll take a break, come back with more of What's Burnin' right here on Lake TV.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family. And at our veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offers routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. With multiple convenient locations, our veterinary is the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
Looking for blinds, shades, shutters, drapes, or bedroom makeovers? On a budget? You need Budget Blinds in Laurie. Bring your ideas to us or let our design consultants help you create the perfect look for your home. Because Budget Blinds is nationwide, our collective buying power enables us to search many major brands to bring you the blinds, shades, shutters, and drapes you want for less. Budget Blinds. Call us for a free consultation. Budget Blinds, the best in custom blinds and window coverings.
If it's happening at the lake, it's happening on Lake TV. From the polar plunge to festivals, parades, aquapalooza, and boat shows, Lake TV has it all. Even the granddaddy of them all, the shootouts. If you're looking for places to party, things to do, or even a new home to move into, you've gotta love Lake TV.
You want a dock that will withstand the wake from a million boats? Want a dock that's different from the usual dock? Then you want Ozark Barge and Dock in Gravois Mills. Ozark Barge and Dock, now celebrating 33 years of building the best dock on Lake of the Ozarks. And we guarantee every dock we build. So when it comes time to build your custom dock, trust the best and go with Ozark Barge and Dock, building the best dock at the lake for the last 33 years.
Moving to the lake is a lot of work, but not with Sunrise Movers, where we do the hard work for you. For packing up and delivering to your new home or simply loading and transferring your belongings, Sunrise Movers is the easy choice for your next move. Sunrise Movers packs your possessions extra carefully, shows up on time, and strives for 5-star customer service every time. Sunrise Movers, the official movers of Lake TV. Give us a call today to get a free estimate. Sunrise Movers, where we do the hard work for you.
Hey, we're back out here at Ozarks Cat and Canine in Sunrise Beach with KB's Furry Friends, presented by our veterinary at the lake. Mary Meow Me Tilly is here, and we're talking about Bean, this beautiful, high-energy dog that would love a good home. Wow, and she is just so much fun. Mary, tell us about her.
She is. So Bean's mama was a full-blooded Australian Shepherd. Some people took her in from some friends of theirs to rehome, not knowing she was pregnant. And so we have no idea what Bean's daddy is. So we have her labeled as an Australian Shepherd mix. She's about 5 months old. As you can see, she's very high energy, very friendly, gets along well with most other dogs, a little hesitant around dogs that are smaller than her. But she's probably going to get quite a bit bigger herself.
Yeah, you can normally judge an animal, especially a dog, by the size of their paws. If they've got big paws, normally you will have a big dog on your hands. But I would imagine Bean would probably end up somewhere along the line of being a mid-sized puppy dog. Right around 60, 70 pounds, you think?
Probably so. Just our best guess, depending on what daddy is. But she's a good little girl. She loves to play. And she's going to make some family pretty happy.
As soon as we came out of the yard, she was really high energy. We had to take her off the leash right away. And she just loves being around people. She comes right up to you. She loves on you. And there she goes. And you can tell who her favorite person in the whole place is right there, that young lady working with her. But again, this is just an opportunity for us to find a good home for another canine this time. We do felines, we do canines. But again, here at Ozarks Cat and Canine, you've got a great facility. And we talk a little bit about where we are right now, this play area for the dogs, I guess. I don't think the cats make it out here, do they?
No, they have their own outside area.
But let's talk a little bit about the area that we're in right now, because it was donated by some caring people here at the Lake of the Ozarks.
Yes, so we've had this area for a long time, but it was all gravel. And, would get very hot on their feet, and some of the little tender paws wasn't really easy for them to walk on. So earlier this year, the people from Alley Cats in Osage Beach, and then Mike and Christy Wright, who are big supporters of ours, got together and raised the money to have everything leveled out. We have a drainage system in here now with the AstroTurf, so it can be cleaned, it can be disinfected, doesn't get muddy for them. and it's just a lot nicer area for them than we had before.
And they can get out and exercise. Now, I don't know if every animal shelter has something like this, but this is certainly great for these animals. The goal here, folks, in all of this is to maybe close the doors on this place one day. And I don't know if that'll ever happen, because unfortunately folks don't take care of their animals like they should, especially when we talk about the spaying and the neutering and things like that. But Bean is just a high energy girl, and she would love to find a good home. And Mary, tell folks again how they can adopt Bean if they're interested.
So we have an application online that they can fill out if they want to do it before they come in, because we don't do same-day adoptions. We have to have time to get things processed.
Sure.
Our website is ozarscatandcanine.com, or they can come in person. We're open to the public noon to 4 Monday through Saturday, and they could meet the dogs first and then fill out the app while they're here.
Now, I understand, again, if there is another animal in the house, it might not be a bad idea to see if the two can get along, so you guys do schedule that ahead of time where they can come here in the play area.
Once somebody has been approved and we've checked it that their dogs are current on their shots, then they can schedule an appointment to come in and let us do a meet and greet with their dogs, see how well they get along before they go home.
Well, I got to tell you folks, look at old Bean back there, just loving the daylights out of hanging out here in the yard. It's a wonderful thing to see him happy. It would be an even better thing to see them not only happy but find a new home, and you could do that right here at Ozarks Cat and Canine. So come in, let's get Bean a home and get her someplace with a family that she can love and get excited about. And I'll just tell you this much: you better have somebody in the house that likes to walk the dog, because that is definitely something she is all about. I can see taking her out and going for long walks with Bean. Ozarks Cat and Canine is where we are in Sunrise Beach, thanks to our veterinary at the lake, and we've got more coming up on What's Burnin' right here on Lake TV.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family. And at our veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offers routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. With multiple convenient locations, our veterinary is the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
Hey everybody, Daryl Cunningham with Slumberland Furniture at the Lake. A couple weeks ago, we did a tease with our new Sleep Solutions gallery. Well, I'm standing in front of phase 2, our sheet wall. Sleep has a lot to do with mattresses, but there are a ton of other elements that go into a great night's sleep, and we've got them here at Slumberland Furniture at the Lake. Come check it out, Slumberland Furniture at the Lake, where we're bringing happy home.
It's our most protective wash yet. Introducing the Quick Car Ceramic Wash. It's an industrial-grade polymer solution with ceramic nanotechnology, resulting in high-end, advanced scientific protection of your vehicle's finish. The Quick Car Ceramic Wash. Try it on its own or with the monthly Unlimited Wash Club today. Quick Car. Quick, easy, and professional every time. In Jefferson City and Osage Beach.
Hey Jess. Yeah, Nicole, what do you need? Did you see that new listing in Sunrise Beach?
Yeah, it was just listed 2 minutes ago.
It has 150 feet of lakefront. And a brand new kitchen. I'm headed out there after I type this email. I'm on the phone with my clients. Hey, where are you going?
I already put an offer in, cash above list, and it's looking good.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, gosh.
At SRG Financial, we reduce the uncertainty on your journey to financial independence. Our foundational approach revolves around two things: what matters most to our clients and the things that we can control. The things that matter most often revolve around family, occupation, and recreation. The things we can control are a panoramic approach to financial planning, a strategy that stays fluid and dynamic like your life, and a proprietary process, the mile marker formula. If you want to reduce the uncertainty on your journey, contact us today.
Hey, again, want to thank the good folks at our veterinary at the lake. We enjoy getting the opportunity to get over there and to see all the cats and dogs that they have at Ozarks Cat and Canine. And I will tell you, in all honesty, It's fun going in and interacting with the dogs and the cats and the puppies and the kittens. It's a little depressing sometimes leaving. It's kind of tough. Chris Schneider joins me alongside, and before we get to our conversation with Chris, I wanted to discuss last week's Burnin question. And I asked the question, what do you think about the U.S. Senate passing the infrastructure bill? And we got some interesting responses, but this is the one I wanted to read here for the show. This is from Butch. Butch says, watch the Dinesh D'Souza documentary, 2016 Obama's America. It explains how his uncle taught, or rather that Obama is an anti-colonialist and how his uncle taught him to hate America. Obama's goal was to take down America as a superpower and promoting China and Russia into that role. To do that would mean to initially destroy our economy. George Soros is an expert at doing this to other countries and becoming super wealthy at it. Soros is Obama's largest financial backer. Obama's uncle, as he was raising Barack Hussein Obama in Kenya, taught him that colonialism is bad. Obama did not have enough time to destroy our economy, and the Democrats didn't have all the branches of the government under their control, hence passing the ACA, or Obamacare, through the process of reconciliation, no congressional approval, a 2,300-page illegal bill, the first swipe at at our economy, I guess is what he means here, an unsustainable cost. This $1.3 trillion infrastructure bill has little to nothing to do with infrastructure. It's nothing more than a way to grow government, keep giving away money to pay the lazy and not to work and further line their pockets, at the same time increasing hyperinflation by spending like drunken sailors. The Democrats are already convening to pass yet another bill for $3.5 trillion that would break the back of the U.S. economy if this one doesn't do it. Add in the damage that the Democrats' COVID-19 criteria of choosing who can do what. If you're vaccinated to do what, the creation of COVID by Chinese-loving Biden is killing us. And then John Gillespie says underneath that, sucks. So that's basically the opinions as I would gather from most people who aren't big fans of the infrastructure bill. It is loaded with a lot of pork. Studies on using bicycles for first responders on islands where they don't have cars, attracting more female truck drivers, and a variety of other things. If you took the time to read it, well, then maybe you know, but 2,000 plus pages. That's a lot of reading, and I don't think most folks get that deep into their research on just about anything anymore, unfortunately. We've got the burning question for the week coming up, but first, I want to bring in this gentleman to my left, and that is the one and only Chris Schneider. Good to have you on board, man. Great to see you.
Thank you, sir. Good to be here.
Thanks for spending some time with us. Let's talk a little bit about the situation regarding Lake TV and Charter or Spectrum. I guess as for right now, you can find Lake TV on channel 197 on Spectrum. But give us the update, give us the details on what's going on with Lake TV and Charter.
Right. So this has been actually going on for a little while, where Charter Spectrum is trying to basically get a fee out of Lake TV to have us on their channel, which is kind of interesting because they pay all of their other providers, and they want money from Lake TV. So Lake TV's decided that Charter Spectrum is not worth being on that platform for the exorbitant cost they're asking, which is sad because that means a few people, Charter Spectrum folks, will probably have to go to Roku or Fire Stick or something to see it, still be able to see it, or at mylaketv.com. But it's short-term Lake TV on Charter Spectrum. We should be going off them in a few weeks.
Well, hopefully that doesn't happen. So I think in retrospect and looking at all of this, we're asking the viewers, those of you who watch us on 197 on Charter Spectrum, to call Charter and let them know, hey, we want to keep Lake TV right where it is. We enjoy the local programming. We enjoy finding out more about restaurants and animal shelters and local sports. I mean,
watching KB cook in the kitchen.
Yeah,
or, whatever, right?
I'm having fun with all of it. But the thing is this particular outlet provides such a great amount of local content, and so often you hear people say local, local, local. Well, that's basically the whole foundation of what Lake TV is all about.
Yeah.
So I might throw out another burning question here, Chris, to the tune of, do you think it's fair that Charter Spectrum is charging such an exorbitant amount of money for Lake TV to stay on board when I guess you look at the other side of the coin here, and they're actually paying some of their other content providers to be on?
Yeah, it's kind of a flip script, and part of the problem is I think the people at Charter Spectrum making this decision aren't local. They're from somewhere else, probably a big city somewhere. They don't know about Lake of the Ozarks or what we do here, and it is. I mean, we're here to promote the lake, promote lake businesses and whatnot. They don't care about that. They're just trying to get a little extra coin.
Again, the question, is it fair for Charter Spectrum to charge Lake TV such an exorbitant amount to remain a part of what they're doing here? And you're losing out, folks, on a lot of great local content. I mean, we show things from the past. Of course, a lot of the stuff that we're doing now with Shootout, and you'll be able to see Shootout on Lake TV. Again, it's an opportunity to really learn more about the lake. And not only is it here locally, but it's seen in other states, other places around the country. So as people are learning more about the Lake of the Ozarks, we're not just a hotbed of activity because, well, we don't wear masks and we party like there's no tomorrow. Yes, it happens, but there are a lot of, how shall we say, some of the finer things here at the Lake of the Ozarks as well.
Well, and high school football, high school basketball, a whole lot of local stuff.
Man, you got that right. Speaking of which, what a nice segue.
Yeah.
It's like you were reading my mind. We're getting ready for high school football. A lot of the local high school football teams will be featured on Lake TV, and I know you've been talking with a couple of the coaches as well. So what's kind of the vibe you're picking up this year?
So I got to sit down with both Jeff Shore, Camdenton Lakers, and you'll be doing some Camdenton Laker football this year, right?
Yep.
So that's exciting, back on the sidelines. And then the new coach over at Osage, Shannon Jolly. Now, Coach Jolly was there about 20 years ago, put together a pretty darn good program, and then as coaches do, kind of left, moved up, went to Eldon after that a few years and really turned that program around. So there are a lot of excited people at Osage about what's in the Indians' future, because this is a good coach over there. And we are doing a weekly coaches show right here on Lake TV with Jeff Shore and Shannon Jolly. So we'll preview about the games they have coming up that week, talk about what happened last week, and sitting down with them for the first week. I mean, both guys pretty excited about the season ahead. They think they've got something to work with this year. Camdenton coming off a bit of a disappointing year last year, right? But they think they've got what it takes this year, hopefully. And of course, there's another Shore at quarterback, right?
It's an amazing program. My son was very fortunate to play Laker football. Excuse me, he was left guard and played and then graduated in 2013. The interesting part of that whole program, of course, the football legend Bob Shore, and all he has done over the years for the program. He was replaced by his son, Jeff, but Bob still prowls the sidelines. As a matter of fact, that's one of the interesting things, and something I really enjoy, is having an opportunity to hear some of the stories from Bob Shore. You had Bo Shore that played, and now his brother Bear will be the starting quarterback his junior year. And it's an amazing program. So much has happened. You've got the spread offense, things like that you're using. But man, oh man, I'm just looking forward to it. It's one of those things that no matter what happens, when times are tough or you need something to focus on, that you got a lot going on in your life maybe, and it helps. You've got good old high school football.
Well, and with all the crap with the pros, whether it's LeBron James or the NFL guys kneeling, you don't have to worry about that with high school football, right? Those kids are just out there to have a good time, and it's the purity of the game.
Well, Chris, listen, I want to thank you for taking some time to hang out with me here on What's Burnin'. Get ready for a lot of great coverage. This man sounds awesome calling football games. You'll have the opportunity to talk to Shannon Jolly with School of the Osage, Jeff Shore with Camdenton, and we'll have it all right here for you on Lake TV. Thank you, my friend.
You bet. Thanks for having me.
Good to see you. We'll take a break. Come back to wrap it up after this on Lake TV.
Enjoying What's Burning with KB right here on Lake TV? Have questions, comments, or suggestions? Have an interesting story for KB to tell? Or maybe you want to be interviewed by KB on the show or are interested in sponsoring? All you have to do is reach out to KB at kb@mylaketv.com. A move to your dream home should be exciting, not a hassle. That's why you go with the experts at Sunrise Movers, where we do the hard work for you.
You want a dock that will withstand the wake from a million boats? Want a dock that's different from the usual dock? Then you want Ozark Barge and Dock in Gravois Mills. Ozark Barge and Dock, now celebrating 33 years of building the best dock on Lake of the Ozarks. And we guarantee every dock we build. So when it comes time to build your custom dock, trust the best and go with Ozark Barge and Dock, building the best dock at the lake for the last 33 years.
Looking for blinds, shades, shutters, drapes, or bedroom makeovers? On a budget? You need Budget Blinds in Laurie. Bring your ideas to us, or let our design consultants help you create the perfect look for your home. Because Budget Blinds is nationwide, our collective buying power enables us to search many major brands to bring you the blinds, shades, shutters, and drapes you want for less. Budget Blinds. Call us for a free consultation. Budget Blinds, the best in custom blinds and window coverings.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family. And at our veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offers routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. With multiple convenient locations, our veterinary is the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
Most people don't know which direction they're heading when it comes to retirement, whether they're still on the journey or already there. At SRG Financial, we have a process, the mile marker formula, that helps you pursue your work optional lifestyle so you can focus on what's most important to you, like your family or checking off those bucket list items. Start taking the first step toward finding your work optional lifestyle. Call us today at 573-302-7212.
Hey, again, thanks to everybody for tuning in, especially you, because you are what makes our wonderful program tick each and every week. We do it for you 7 days a week, 3 times a day, 7 a.m., 5 p.m., and 11 p.m. with a new show every Thursday. It's What's Burnin' right here on Lake TV. Join me next week when my guests in studio will be Mr. Bill Cass from SRG Financial Advisors, Nathan Bechtold from Lake Expo. We're going to take a look back at August, probably the summer of 2021 here at the beautiful Lake of the Ozarks. We're on location at Chances Are with Chef Kevin Holtz, working in the kitchen with Kevin. It was quite the experience, and you'll get to see what we came up with for that particular portion of it. Plus, we're back out at Ozarks Cat and Canine with another one of KB's furry friends. Be safe, take care of yourselves, take care of your neighbors. God bless, and we'll join you right here next time on Lake TV for What's Burnin'.